Hello everybody, welcome back to another EventHubs interview. I'm here with the legend, Alex Valle, my Tio.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. So you run Level Up, you got your whole system going here at the arcade, you got it down. Everybody looks to you for advice. You're one of the legends of, you know, Street Fighter history. You've done it all. We got this new game, Street Fighter 4 Ultra, and some things have changed. You've gone to a new character, right? Hugo. And for those of you that don't know, and well, how would you? A lot of the guys here at the arcade give Papa Valle a hard time for playing Hugo, but you still believe in it.
Sure.
Why?
Okay. It's not just because it's Hugo, it's because nobody's playing. That's a huge problem here. Where I came from, we played every character. If we found out there was a region not playing a certain character, we go to that character as our pocket character. We don't want that ever to happen to us in the future. So the problem with today's games is that it's not like you can pick Old Sagat and destroy the entire cast. There's no games like that. The balance has been made much better for other characters to be more competitive. And as you can see, if you guys saw West Coast Warzone, when Kelvin brought his Hugo, nobody was ready for that. Hadouken! Right? And he had a lot more tech than I did at the time, because I was still in that, I wanted to try Rolento out, I wanted to try still Ryu with the changes in Ultra, and then I eventually went to Hugo, but Kelvin went to Hugo from the get-go, and he showed his strength, and I'm like, you know what, I knew that this character had potential already. Nobody's really paying attention to him, it's just my ranges aren't that great, and it's been a while since I played like a grappler type of, like, I have to read your backdash more often. I gotta Oki better instead of like rely on ABC option selects that every other character has. So it gives me a stronger mindset how I used to have before, because I played so many different characters in my past, and I just didn't want the new generation to be surprised by a character like this, for one, and two, I kind of want to reinvent my, letting this fool get into the shot. Charlie Holmes, I don't know. You should have waved, but I want to kind of like show you guys that I can pick up any character and still do well with them. It's not just because I'm Alex Valle, it's because figure out how I'm winning with these characters. That's just who I am, and that's why I'm bringing it out to the table.
That's fair, that's fair. So even though a lot of people are putting him at the bottom of the tier list, saying he's okay in some matchups, but he just can't, he's not viable in others, we don't take that here. What I can say about Hugo is that unfortunately he has some hard counters in the game that like who?
If I were to say right now, it's like Vega, Jury, Sagat, Goken, Dawson, and Poison. So like those characters, and Rose. Sorry, that's a lot of hard counters. He can fight a lot of those characters, but I mean, thankfully I play Ryu, so if I actually have to, Hugo's bad matchups are my good Ryu matchups, so.
That's what he does to me every time we play in tournaments.
Right, but I mean, as I get better at those matchups, which I will, I think I can show people what his true potential will soon be.
Well, that leads me right into the next thing I wanted to ask. You're obviously known for your Ryu play, and he's a very Street Fighter basic character. It's fireballs, it's footsies, it's uppercuts, right? And so you played him for a long time. You're one of America's best Ryus. You know, there was always there's Daigo in Japan and everything. But when we go to America, we go to Ryu. We look at Alex Valle for sure. Now, recently, especially Nemo, he came out. He said Ryu bottom 3 in Ultra. Everyone was kind of shocked by that, but especially we want to hear what you have to say about that.
I don't think he's bottom 3. It's just the way that tier lists work these days is how bad can I kill you off a knockdown? And Ryu has probably the least options to do so now, compared to AE and the other games when you had no delay wake up. There's a much stronger choice of characters that have an anti-delayed wake up tech, and you just die from it. And Ryu has none of that, and plus it's easy to get around his neutral game with every character, even the new characters. They always have something to get around. Hugo's got the knee, Poison can match the fireballs, Rolento can roll under the projectile, but it's his projectile. Like Daigo stated it before, every character is designed to beat like just his neutral game, and only like the best Ryus in the world can adapt to that and show crazy things. That's why people love seeing Daigo's vanilla Ryu just beat people up, because he just takes it to the next level. I see where his mindset is why Nemo thinks that Ryu is because, I mean, that character has been dissected so many times. He doesn't have any more strats to where it's going to surprise you anymore. It's just all about reads from that point. And once you play a player to that caliber, any character is going to be like that. But Ryu has the least options to worry about those gimmicks that everybody's worried about, Vortex gimmicks.
Yes, so I feel like he's the most fundamental, basics-driven character, and like you say, there's nothing new about him.
There's nothing new about him.
So it's all going to come down to a player's skill when they play with Ryu.
Right, it's a skill versus all the other flavors of things that another character can provide.
Right, gimmicks and this isn't flashy, this and that.
Sure. And like just the damage output, like Evo Ryu, sure, he's, if you pick Evo Ryu, you're gonna get more high damage output, more situations. You have options off of delay wake up. If somebody delay wake ups, you just do dive kick. They don't delay wake up, you do a cross up or no empty jump. He's got that. Ryu has to guess. If somebody's gonna do a delay wake up, he has no dive kick. He's probably gonna get swatted out of the air. He's gonna get thrown when he gets land. That sucks. He has to guess. And then he still's gotta worry about his neutral game, which everybody can still get around all that stuff. So it's just a matter of, I throw my fireballs at a safe distance, I chip you out, I force you to jump. That's how you're gonna lose to that character. But you play Evo Ryu, don't make two mistakes, don't get knocked down. That's where Street Fighter is today.
Yeah. So just to be clear, where on the tier list would you put Ryu now? If not in the bottom 3, where in the general area would you go?
I would put him like just smack in the middle.
Yeah.
Just because like he can still hang. He has answers for a lot of matches. Mm-hmm. It's just he can't do the Evo Ryu damage. He can't do the constant Yun damage. He can't mix you up crazy. This is all you get. I knock you down, I play an honest game, and that's how we're gonna play the game. Versus, I'm gonna pick Rose, and even after you desecrated 50% of my life, I still have the orbs to deal with, and then I have all this other tools. I can get through your projectiles. My normals are better, and my backdashes are great, and it's just every character has that's something extra as the round progresses. Ryu doesn't.
Yeah.